Hey there, today I'm going to show you how to draw Disgust from inside out. So as usual, we're going to start with the eyes. So let's start with the one on the right and draw the top of the eyelid. So starting on the inside, we'll draw a curve to the outside. From here I want to connect these 2 points with a curve. So I'm going to start up here and draw a curve that kind of comes around the bottom and then back up again. Up here on the top along here, I'm going to draw the pupil. So starting on the inner part, going out to the right, so it's a half circle. I'm going to draw a smaller half circle in the middle, and then I'm going to draw a little bit of a highlight. So here on the left side, I'm going to draw a little circle there, and color that in black. And on this side here on the right, I'm going to draw the eyelashes. So starting right about here, I'm going to draw a curve that goes up, and draw a slight little line across, and then I'm going to connect that point to the inside of that starting point. So coming down, I'm going to move over a little bit and do that again. I'm going to do this 4 times. A little line across and then connecting it back to the origin. And here I'll do another one. Line across, back in, and I'll probably start at the same point going across. Let's try going from the outside and drawing a line there. Okay, so there's the eyelashes. Let's draw an eyebrow. So she's got a bit of a frown, so I'm going to go up here. I'm going to do a little bit of a curve over that eye. So starting here, I'm going to draw a line down. I'm going to curve down towards the eye and then just around. I'm going to start back up here and then come in and just taper down. If you want, you can sort of go behind the eyelash and just draw a little bit of a line just to finish that off behind there. Let's go to the left side and draw this eye. So I'm going to draw the top of the eyelid first. So going on the outside and curving inwards. Then again, connecting those 2 points with a curve. Goes up. And now the pupil, I'm going to draw on the inner part. So here I'll start up here and draw sort of a half circle. I'll draw that half circle again on the inside, and then drawing the highlight, a little circle on the top left corner, then coloring everything in black. Let's draw the eyelashes. So this side I'm going to go this way, so starting right about here, curve to the outside, line across, then taper it back in. Move over just a little bit, doing it again, a little bit longer, a little line across, then tapering inwards, line across, tapering in, and you can always try like shorter and longer lines. It doesn't have to be all the same length. I'll finish this off right there. Now from here I'm going to go down and do the nose. Okay, so we're going to draw the inner part of the face first before we get into the rest of the head. So right down about here, her nose sits pretty high up. So I'm going to start at the tip of the nose and just do a curve going down. And back to the tip again, I'm just going to curve down towards the middle. Move down a little bit and draw the top part of the mouth. So we're going to draw a U shape that goes up. And from this side, I'm going to curve in the opposite direction down to the side of the mouth. On the left, I'll do the same thing. Here I'm going to go up and just do 2 curves that go up and sort of taper out. So it gets a little bit wider at the top, and then just rounding off the top. Here I'm going to draw the set of teeth. So I'm just going to draw a curve. From these 2 points at the corners of the mouth, I'm just going to curve inwards or upwards. And I'll just round out the bottom. And then inside here, I'm just going to color that all in black. Okay, so there's the mouth. Now let's get into the top part of the hair. So the hair kind of waves across like this. So starting on the inside, just above this eye, we'll start right here, curve up, and it'll curve down, and then back up again. Now this is going to go up to a peak right about here. So I'm going to imagine this goes behind that eyelash, and back up, and it sort of ends off somewhere around here. Let's draw this eyebrow. So this one's going to be high and raised, so it's going to come down, go up a little bit, and then just finish that off. Okay, so from here, I'm going to imagine this hair is going to come down around the side of her head. So starting up here, curve around those eyelashes, and then just curve out. Okay, so this is the one side of the bang. Now I can go and finish the head. So the head sort of, basically this an oval that goes along here. So the chin, I want it to come down to right about here. So let's start on the side of her face, curve around, and go back up, tuck that in. Okay, that's not too bad. And then from here, I'm going to draw this separation between the hair. So the hair gets separated here. So let's start there. Right about here, draw a curve going out. Alright, so from here, I'm going to come down and just curl that end up. And then from here, all I need to do is do a series of just like jagged lines. So just curving out, curving out, and then here I'm just going to have to probably extend this out a little bit, just like that. Now from here I can take this line and just curve around to the top of the head, which gets tucked in right about here. Okay, so if I want to, I could start right about here and just curve the top of her hair and just connect it with that point there, the separator right there. Here I want to finish this behind the eyelashes, so I'm going to imagine this is going to come down in between the eyelashes. I'll come down, then right here I'm just going to curl this end up. And from here I can just do a series of overlaps. So coming in, coming down a little bit, doing overlap, and one more time just tucking that in behind the face. Alright, so now we got the head. Let's get into the rest of the body. So let's draw the scarf around her neck. So right about here I'm going to draw a curve. Okay, so this is a scarf. If you want to, you could do a wrinkle here. So I'm going to take this point and just kind of do a little wrinkle line, a little curve like that. Let's get into the shoulder. So right here, I'm going to curve down to the elbow. So this is her upper arm. And then this, she's going to have her arms crossed. So I'm going to go up about here. I'm going to cross her arms, starting back here, and go across that line. Kind of cross that like a T. From this point, I'm just going to round out the elbow and then join up to that point there. From this point, I'm going to curve up to the shoulders. Right about here, I'm going to draw a curve for the front of the her chest. And then here, I'm going to have her hand from here coming up and over. So here, I'll do a curve, I'll do an overlap, curve, and one more for the final finger. And then right here, this arm is going to come up behind that hand and just tuck in just like that. Okay, so that's a very simple way to draw crossed arms. Let's draw the scarf. It goes back here. It's going to curve out, curl out. And I'm just going to curl and then just taper it in. So this is one part of the scarf. Let's draw another edge of the scarf. So here, I'll draw a curve and just connect it with another curve like that. She's got some hair in the back, so I'm just going to draw a couple spikes. So draw a curve down, back up, curve down, back up. Now I'm going to switch gears and go the opposite direction here, going up, and then just taper that in with the rest of her hair. Let's get into the waist. So here her body comes down to her hips, so I'm just going to draw two straight lines coming down, right about there. Then connecting these 2 points with an upward curve. And she's got a D on her belt, so D for disgust. We're going to draw a line that goes down. From this point, I'm just going to do a bow, so just curving out. And then we're just going to thicken that up. So I'm going to draw a line that goes down partially, and there's a gap in between the top and bottom. And just round that out. So now we got like a sort of a thick D. Let's draw her skirt. So her skirt's going to come down right about here. So I'm just going to keep my fingers here and draw a curve to the front of the skirt. And here I'm going to make it bow out quite a bit. So go to the back of the skirt. We're going to connect these 2 points. But as we go along, I'm going to draw a series of loops. So 1, 2, 3. And then from here, all I need to do is just go from here, curve up towards that bit, towards the belt, and from here I'll go in the opposite direction, going up towards that belt. Okay, let's draw the legs. So the bottom of the feet will be right about here. So let's draw this leg first. On the one side of the shin, I'm going to come down with a curve, and on this side, she's got some pretty thick calves, so I'm going to come in, and then from here I'm just going to curve out for the heel, and I'll draw the bottom of the foot with a curve. From this point, I just want to curve up and just round out that toe. And for the shoe, all I need to do is draw along the bottom of that shoe and then just curl in the opposite direction. From here I'll draw the bottom of the pants, so draw a curve that goes like that. Let's draw the other leg. From here I'll draw a curve to the back of the heel. I'll curve up the bottom of the foot. Let's go back up to the shin. So again, thick calves going down. And then I'm going to round out the toe. Here I'm going to go and draw the shoe. So doing a curve down to the bottom of the sole. Then right about here, I'll draw the bottom of the pant. I think that's it. There we have it. There's Disgust from Inside Out. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please make sure you check out our Disney playlist. We have a ton of characters in there. I know I still have a few more characters from Inside Out to do, so I'll get to those as soon as I can. Please tell your friends about us, get them to subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.